So this is gonna be a bit of a weird video. Essentially, I've already recorded the review for the next episode of Family Guy, so I'm doing this not only in a different order, but I'm also doing this with no script for the first time in this channel's history. And I'm not really sure how to feel about it. I feel like I'm gonna miss out a lot of potential for running jokes and just general jokes in this video are not going to be that good because I haven't thought them out. I'm literally going into this with no script and I'm just gonna talk about the episode, and I'm gonna try and do what I normally do in this, where I react a little bit, I review it a little bit, and we kind of review the episode. So sit back, relax, and get ready, because this is a review of Family Guy Season 16, Episode 10, Dating Dogs. So I think that's the name, I don't know. We open up with Lois asking Peter to get ready because they're going to a Valentine's Day dinner, and then we get this amazing cutaway.
Not like last year when we went to the Outback Steakhouse, but it's out as in the gay way.
We'll get to the specials, but first, I need to tell you, I'm gay.
The hell you are! No waiter of mine is gonna be gay!
Peter, please! He's our waiter! He's the only waiter we have!
Lois, our waiter is dead to us. We have to focus all our attention on our hostess now.
He just needs a little time.
Scott, I'm finally ready to hear the specials.
Very quickly, we established one of the story arcs for this episode, which is that Chris still believes in someone called Arthur Valentine, which is one person that Stewie and Peter and Lois, sorry, made up when Chris was younger, because Chris didn't get any Valentine's cards, so he was a bit of a made up character, but Chris still believes in him at, what, 15 years old, I want to say Chris is. Also, can we just laugh at how adorably funny and stupid looking Chris looks as a young child?
Peter, poor Chris didn't get a single Valentine today from any of his classmates.
Yeah, and hopefully Bonnie and I'll do a sexy bath night like last year. It was amazing. She laid out a trail of rose petals and I elbow crawled to the sponge and shower chair.
Oh man, nothing gets me hotter than elbow crawling Joe, am I right?
Oh, hey, Bri. How's your night going? I hope Rupert and I haven't been too loud up there.
Oh, wait a minute. Where are we going with this?
Happy Valentine's Day!
Oh, I thought it was going to be the... And you thought it was going to be the... Brian is getting drunk because it's a stupid Hallmark holiday, apparently Valentine's Day, and he doesn't have anyone. Yet. Then I'm genuinely laughing at this. He then just eats a bunch of chocolates and he's sick and he passes out in his own sick. I don't know why I still find that funny. Am I a child? Peter and Lois decide that it's time to tell Chris that Arthur Valentine isn't real, and they essentially spend the entire episode trying to do that, starting off with this bit right here.
He doesn't exist.
No, you're both lying!
What are we gonna do? It seems like there's no getting through to him.
Hey, what's the matter, Brian? Have you fallen and can't get up? Turns out still using that joke is a felony. Guess I better not drop the soap. That one's the death penalty.
Also, credit to this episode for these joke-like punishment things, like these cutaways about punishments for lame jokes. I think we should do that to people who still say, "What are those?" or "Damn, Daniel," or what's another one? People who still reference Vine in any context. I mean, I should die for that one. Or people who still dab and think that's entertaining. All of you, death penalty, death row.
Of nickels, half a jar of Vlasic pickles, banjo strings, chicken wings, a single by kilo.
I didn't poop those items.
I'm just gonna move on. Ah, great, it's that classic, oh hey look, Brian's relating with someone, hi I'm Brian, and then 3 minutes later Brian is no longer in a relationship. Man, that's wholly original. So Brian meets this dog called Ellie and they hit it off, and then eventually they lead to a date. Well, kind of, we'll get onto that in a second.
She's actually a dog.
Yeah,
and
is
it's
that
so
right, Brian?
great dating someone who understands why it's especially important
Yeah,
to walk
you're
around
really
in a
getting on
circle
well, aren't
many
you?
times before lying down.
I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy the episodes where Peter and Lois are getting along and they're trying to be good parents with their kids, and they do like these weird little things, like where Peter's trying to get on with Meg, or Lois is trying to help Chris through, you know, puberty or whatever. I don't know why, but I just find them so entertaining episodes. And so Lois with the wig on kills, well, I guess Arthur Valentine, but it's a fake, and Chris starts crying, and then he goes into a psychotic state because of Arthur Valentine. Oh, that backfired. Brian and Ellie continue to hit it off, even though this isn't gonna go anywhere. I really wish they would have given Brian this one. I mean, come on, just one. Just give him a little bit of a long-term relationship. I mean, Jillian was years ago now, and that's the last long-term relationship I can really remember him having that really spanned the longest. They really should have given him Ellie here, and you know, I would have been interested to see what would have gone on between them. But nope, instead we got a POV shot scene of Ellie getting smashed in the back, doggy style. That wasn't a pun intended. Oh my god. The death penalty is calling my name for all these bad jokes. Ellie tells Brian that she has rehearsals for this dog show, and so Brian eventually enters himself in there with Stewie, because, you know, Brian's infatuated by Ellie and all that, you know, classic Brian love storyline. In this hilarious segment, Peter and Lois try and snap Chris. I just keep looking at Chris's face on the preview screen on my laptop, and it's honestly one of the funniest segments. They try and snap him out of his like comatose state because of Arthur Valentine. It's really funny. Ellie tells Brian that the winner of the male competition in the dog show has to have sex with Ellie, and that pretty much sparked Brian's reason for wanting to go ahead and enter the dog show, because, you know, he wants to get some of that dog pussy. Can we all just appreciate Stewie in this attire? I mean, oh my god. Chris becomes convinced that because he saw Arthur Valentine die, this new Arthur Valentine that's in front of Peter that they used to wake up Chris is probably a zombie. So he attempts to kill Peter, or Arthur Valentine, his own father. Man, I would have popped massive for a moment in this where Arthur Valentine just looked Chris in alive and he's like, oh, I am your father. Anyone? Just me? Okay.
I've seen The Walking Dead! I have to destroy your brain and then talk about it for the next hour!
Oh, I wouldn't mention Walking Dead anymore, Chris. I mean, the show's pretty much fell off a cliff. Eventually, Chris gets the fucking point off of Peter and Lois after the entire damn episode, and eventually Chris realizes there's no Arthur Valentine, and they all hug and make up. All I'm saying is, Seth MacFarlane, I want more of this Joe commentating over random stuff segment, please.
Remember none so bittersweetly as this one. This is Joe Swanson, signing off.
Joe, your mom died.
Seriously?
I also want him to get shocked by, you know, random tragedies that happen just in the background randomly, and he's like, seriously? And moving back to the thing I really didn't want to cover, and I don't even know if I can cover, but Ellie essentially, you know, Ellie and Brian won the dog competition, so Brian has to smash Ellie, and I'm really uncomfortable talking about this, but essentially they have to smash in front of a bunch of doctors, and Brian can't get the job done, so then this big dog comes out of nowhere and smashes Ellie, and then we get this really awkward POV. She's getting smashed, implication shot, and Brian apologizes, and as you can tell, I'm very uncomfortable talking about this, so I'm just gonna move on.
Ha! He's blowing it! He can't do it!
Quagmire? What are you doing here?
Oh, I have an all-access pass to anything in this town that's sex-related.
If you just give me a second to get like a scenario in my head.
This specimen is unable to perform. Please bring in the boxer.
I'm sorry, Brian, but this is what I was trying to tell you.
I'm sorry too, but I see now that you were right. I'm just not sure how this could work, or how our relationship could fit into your world.
Hey! Let's talk!
I guess this is goodbye.
I guess it is. I'll always remember you, Brian.
And I'll always remember you, Ellie.
I promised to name one of the puppies after you. Let's just cross our fingers. It's not one of the ones he eats.
Thanks.
Not only is that a really great song in the original, but that's a great way to end the episode. What did you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching.